Good morning, everybody. I do look like an air traffic controller this morning because I do these videos rather early in the morning, and the volume is not great on these videos, so I apologize. I'm trying to fix that problem without waking up the entire building because I do live in an apartment building. And so, hi, happy Sunday. Um, I went yesterday to an estate sale and another thrift store, and I'm really happy with what I got. Um, I collect artwork, as you can probably tell. There's stuff all over the place. And one of the areas that I'm really attracted to is Japanese woodblock. But I don't know really anything about Japanese woodblocks. Um, I know enough to know if it's a copy or a photographic reproduction. And the way you tell that is you bring a magnifying glass with you to see if you can see little tiny dots all over it. Now, if there's little tiny dots under a microscope, that would be hard to find or to bring with you. A magnifying glass, then it's a photographic reproduction. Now, that said, even if it is a original print, I don't know if it's the original print. I don't know Chinese wood blocks very well. They could have been reissued or what have you. So, I go thrifting to buy stuff to sell. But I get myself into trouble when I find something I really, really like and decide to keep it. So what I'll do is I'll show you a couple things I bought um, that are not Japanese woodblock prints, and then we'll get to the Japanese woodblock prints. So first of all, I've never come across a Blenko picture like this. Blenko out of West Virginia, I believe, 1960s and before. I believe this is number 991. Um, it's just a gargantuan, beautiful aqua. Look at this, the lip on it, and it needs to be rewashed. Um, it kind of reminds you of a little chick raising its mouth to get fed by mom. Mommy, feed me, feed me, feed me. This is very large. This probably will hold a gallon of liquid. Now, there's a very raised pontil here, and you can see it is slightly ribbed. That's not an optical illusion, or it's meant to be an optical illusion because you can't really feel the ribbing on the outside. An applied handle in dark, 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 dark blue. I don't think it's black. It does appear black, but this is a beauty. From Blenko, Blenko. Look them up. They made a lot of nice glass back in the day. So that was my for sale find, and this is a for sale find as well. I haven't touched it. It needs to be um, rewired, and it's just a oops, too much light. 1950s uh, kitschy Asian boudoir lamp or small accent lamp. The colors are not coming out as clearly as they are in person, but this is a green. Um, I have a new lighting thing over here, and it's too much. So you can see my eyes for once and hear me. So this is a double doozy video. You can actually hear me, and the glare from the glasses shouldn't bother you as much as it does me. So this needs to be completely rewired. And I will try my first rewiring job on something small like this, and put that up for sale whenever I get a chance. Now, let's get to the Japanese woodblock print. Oh, wait, I bought my first fedora. It doesn't really fit on this, but there you go. And this is by Resistol Self-Conforming number 990, a Bayer Rolnick product by sold at Dayton's Men's Store. I have no idea where that might be. And it's beaver. It says it's beaver felt, and it's practically never been used. I love it. I will have to take off the microphone in order to wear it, but there you have it. My first fedora. I had to get to a certain age, I think, to be able to wear these. And now that I have white, I think I can do it. All right. Do you know that feeling when you think you've seen something before? Now, the first thing I did, of course, was take out my loupe or magnifying glass and make sure it wasn't a photographic copy. I could pretty much tell by this Asian matting that they use with real silk fabric. And I thought, God, that looks familiar. And in all honesty, I don't know if it really was familiar, but it seemed both of these looked very familiar to me. Now, in looking at these, if somebody told me, well, Tom, they all look familiar to you, and that's very true. Because I didn't, more and more though, I'm looking closer and closer. Now, I thought, wow, well, is this one thing that concerned me was it didn't have a chop mark or a artist mark on it, and that concerned me because I thought, well, maybe somebody cut this up and it's not there. And then I thought, well, what's the subject? Is she being led to her wedding? What's the situation going on here? And what also concerned me was the way the way it's framed. There is that foam board in the back of it, and if you can see, somebody sort of did a nice sort of amateur job at holding this in, but this doesn't fit into the frame. As you can see, it's sticking out. So I don't think it's providing much protection for the actual fragile print here. Now, so I Googled this, researched, and came up with, and I wish I was supposed to do some more Google or YouTube editing so I could figure out how to put pictures up. But this is entitled, what is it entitled? It is entitled A Spring Stroll Along the Sumida River, and it's by Kumatoshi Utagawa. And he lived from 1847 to 1899. Now, if you Google Utagawa, Utagawa, strolling along the Sumida River, you will find that this is the middle portion of a triptych. So there are three of these, separate apparently, or I can't actually, I didn't look to see if they were attached or not. But you will see this is the same thing. However, there are some differences, and this is some part of the question I have for my woodblock group, is that you'll notice the colors are different than the one that you see that will most likely pop up is probably the same one that I came up with. The colors do vary. What intrigues me with, and my biggest question is that in the one that is online, this red here is sky. It's blue. And so that made me think, well, okay, is this a later reprint where somebody decided to change the color of the sky? I don't know. So this, if it is an original print, would be from 1879. according to some quick research. I could be wrong. But either way, the artist died in 1899. So this is a 19th century, um, if it's original, woodblock print. Now, it's possible, I think, that it could be a reprint at some later date, either within or past his passing. So I'm really excited about this because either way, maybe it's possible this came out in the 20s as a reprint for some reason. But we'll see. I'll try to find out as much as I can about it. But that's a keeper. And if you notice, I want you to look at the 19th century women. I can't. These are normal women, or are they geishas? I don't know if there's a difference. Well, of course there's a difference, Tom. But they appear to me to be geishas. Now, at another place, this was a thrift store. At an estate sale, I found a 20th century version of a girl with fan. And she is by Kaoru Kawano. 1916 to 1965 is when he lived. And it is a 20th century version of a geisha, I think. And, or just a girl. And it's a woodblock print. And he gained worldwide recognition. And he's famous for allowing the woodblock grain to show through. And and at first I thought, well, wow, is this really a print or is this pieces of wood? Because it looks like it's, excuse me, possible marquetry, if that's what you want to call it. I think this is a fabulous piece. So you have the juxtaposition of the 19th century Japanese woman and the 20th century, mid-century, because he died in 1965. So this could be 1950s, 60s. And so I just love this as well. So I was very happy yesterday. And his name, if you're interested, Kaoro, Kaoro Kawano, Kawano. I think I'm spelling that correctly. 1916 to 1965. I'm very happy with my purchases. And again, this is kind of a keeper for me. I love Japanese woodblock prints, but I have not done a lot of research on them, I will have to say. And if you are interested, Kumitoshi Utagawa, Kumitoshi Utagawa, spring stroll along the Sumida, Sumida River. He lived from 1847 to 1899, and Kaoru Kawano I already reviewed with you. So this is just a short video, and I have a lot to do today. I made a video yesterday of estate finds. Please check that out. Not many have as yet, and I guess I'm lucky because I haven't really done. I was out busy yesterday shopping, and I told myself I wasn't going to do that. I was going to list some stuff, so I will do that today. And if you have any questions or comments, please comment below. Please like. And this is Tom from 20th Century Rescue, and I'm glad, I hope you can hear me, and I hope that the glare from the lighting has been resolved with glasses wearers. And oh, by the way, these are antique glasses I found at a tag sale, I think last summer, not this past one, the one before, 2021. And they're gold filled, 1930s or 40s, and my optometrist was able to fit them with lenses, and I am really happy with them. They are more for my computer reading because they're a different prescription than my other glasses, but you can have lenses. Let me show you how thin these are. You can have lenses outfitted in antique glasses if you're ever afraid to. You can always ask your optometrist first if they would be able to do it. But mine did it, and I think it's kind of cool having gold, real gold, gold filled of course, antique glasses. And so here, have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Bye.